Take Charge Parenting with the Kids Doctor is brought to you by Children's Health.
Hard to believe kids are going to be heading back to school in a few weeks. Many young athletes are already back on the practice field. Well, here to keep your athlete healthy and in the game is Dr. Sue Hubbard, award-winning pediatrician and medical editor of KidsDoctor.com, and Dr. Troy Smurava, director of pediatric sports medicine at Children's Health Andrews Institute in Plano. Welcome to you both. It's that time of year already. Can't believe it.
I know.
Why is it so important, Dr. Sue, to see that your child has a physical before he or she starts school, and is it mandatory?
It's not mandatory. It depends on which school district you go. But it's important, regardless, that you update your regular physical exam with a sports physical, because there could be interval illnesses or things that may have occurred. So you want to communicate that with your doctor.
Okay, Dr. Smurava, what do you specifically do during a sports physical?
When we perform sports physicals at Children's Health Andrews Institute, we primarily look for two different types of conditions. The first is we look for any type of risk that includes life-threatening complications from sports participation, such as a heart condition. Secondly, we look for any type of medical condition or prior sports injury that might interfere with their participation in sports or might predispose them to a further injury.
So what kind of questions should parents expect to be asked and have to answer during these sports physicals?
Number one, we ask about family history, which is really important. So you want to ask, is there any sudden cardiac death in your family? That should be asked every time that your child goes in for a sports physical. Next, you want to ask about chronic illnesses. If your child has asthma or diabetes, you want to make sure their medications are being handled properly. And then allergies, especially for kids who have anaphylaxis. You want to make sure that their EpiPens are up to date and they know how to use them and carry them with all their sports equipment. We also look for
Yes, we also look for any type of previous injuries they may have, because we want to make sure we identify anything that needs to be rehabilitated before they participate in sports. Also, we also look and see if the child has any history of passing out during exercise.
Right.
This is one of the key questions that we ask that might indicate an underlying heart condition or an arrhythmia. If an athlete or child has any symptoms suggestive of an underlying heart problem, we strongly encourage them that they have any further evaluation by a heart specialist before they're cleared to participate in sports.
All really important stuff. Dr. Sue, do physicals, sports physicals differ between boys and girls?
Not really, except for the menstrual history, which is very important in an athlete. So otherwise, they're exactly the same.
Okay, when you're asked as a parent or as a student for that matter about things like supplements like steroids, performance-enhancing drugs, weight loss medications, it's super important that you're honest on those, right?
Right. We really want these students and athletes to answer truthfully, because we can counsel them about the potential harmful side effects of the supplements. Also, we also want to talk to them about the unfair competitive advantage that these supplements will provide for them.
And Dr. Sue, nutrition is an incredibly important part.
Important. You want to remind them that they're using extra calories, they're burning energy, and they need to eat enough. You want to make sure that they aren't having excessive weight loss or weight gain. And then at this time of year, I'm always talking about hydration, hydration, hydration.
I was going to mention that, because I was going to ask you, what's your recommendation for students who are going back to practice in August in Texas? I mean, I've had a son play football. I know what that's about.
Yeah. So hydration is really, really important. We always recommend that they're really focusing on drinking frequently, like every 15, 20 minutes, taking a water break, intentionally taking a water break, and making sure that the coaches and everyone's encouraged them to drink on a very regular basis.
And quickly, Dr. Sue, is it too late to make an appointment?
No, never. Is it too late?
No, it's not too late.
All right. All right, so you can still make an appointment. Incredibly important before your child goes off to play sports this fall. Thank you very much for being here. You can go to childrens.com/Andrews for more information about keeping your young athlete healthy all season long. And you can also follow Children's Health and the Kids Doctor on Twitter and on Facebook.
At Children's Health, we're dedicated to helping today's dreamers grow into tomorrow's doers. With care closer than ever, we'll always be by your side.